Hey guys, how's it going? Well, today's going to be a snowblower video. Snowblower winter, pre-winter maintenance. So we're gonna get my snowblower ready for winter. I'm gonna show you how I do it. So we're just letting her warm up out there so we can do the oil change first. I usually like to start there. Good place to start. So yeah, we'll get her brung in and drain the oil. Okay, so we got ourselves an oil drain pan here and a wrench. This is a size 5/8. Alright, the whole tube wants to turn on me there. So, I'm gonna get a pair of vice grips. And let me bring in closer here. So, I'm gonna put a pair of vice grips on it here. The original vice grips. Oh. There we go. She's being stubborn today. She's being stubborn. Set that aside. Pull the dipstick for a little air. And I like to tip up my machine. Just gets the oil out flowing better. And we'll get this drained and we'll get refilling. Okay, so we got 16 ounces measured out here, which I'm sure with this 8 horsepower Tecumseh takes. But be sure to check with your specific engine before you add the oil. We're using the Traveler from Tractor Supply 530. I find it's pretty. I mean, it's like $2.30 a quart. I mean, I find it's pretty decent stuff for small engines. You might not want to run it in your car, but the stuff you put in your car has like anti-sludge and all that. I mean, you don't really need that in a small engine, really. So this meets, the API service rating, which is American Petroleum Institute SN. So a lot of the other oils exceed that, but I mean, for like what I said, for what you're using it small engine, so it doesn't really matter. Well, it does, but not as important as your car. So we're gonna let this drain in and we'll give her a check, see what we're at. Alright, so while we're waiting for the oil to drain down into the dipstick tube, and before we check it, we're just going to have a gander at the belts here. You want to make sure they're riding on the pulleys good. You want to inspect them for any cracks, which these ones are good. Any signs of unnormal wear, which sometimes they'll put a groove in them or something, or cracks. You just want to look for that, make sure that's good. You want to look down your pulley like this, make sure all your pulleys are aligned so the belt runs straight. Same way with this one, your drive pulley. Your dry pulley might be off a little at idle, but when you pull the handle in, the friction disc down there pulls in, so it'll actually align it then. So all these belts check out good. We're gonna let this settle, and we're gonna check the oil. My bad, guys. Correction of last clip there. This takes 28 ounces. I actually thought it was, I said 16. I meant to say 26, but I put 26 in and ended up taking 28. So the smaller ones will take a little less. But yeah, so now we are going to tip it up and go over some things under there. But first, I just want to talk about this while it's here. You want to grease up these grease zerks here. There's 4 of them. That keeps, so when you break a shear pin, the shaft in there can spin. It lets it move freely. Another thing you want to do is check your shear pins, spin the engine around, make sure they are not broken, make sure they move around in there. They should have a little bit of play, because you don't want them too tight or they won't break. Another thing you could do is pull your plug here in your gearbox, and I drain mine or change mine every few years. Just good to keep up on it. The Ariens takes a special Ariens lube. It's an L3 Ariens. I'll give you the part number. You just tip it up, drain it, but fill it till it comes out the hole. So here it is here. An L3 Ariens severe duty synthetic. The older ones take an L2 application, as you can see there it says. This replaces the L2 and L3, or yeah, but your manual will tell you maybe an L2. But yeah, so we're gonna get this tipped up, and we're gonna go over some stuff under there. Okay, so another thing you might want to consider is putting a piece of plastic in here. It keeps the fuel from draining out, because it will drain out that cap there. So do that. Shut your fuel tank valve off, and make sure your oil cap is tight. So we're gonna get you set up, and we're gonna pull the belly pan off here. All right, let's remove these bolts. I have an impact driver, but it's not going to work on the side one. So just going to use this. Actually, this ratchet isn't even going to work. 3/8 wrench to get at this one. Hopefully we don't have to take it all the way off. Just want to inspect your cover. This one's good. Not bent or anything. This is pretty well lubed up in here. I like to keep it pretty well lubed up. But yeah, this one's actually good. Like I said, I keep on top of all my stuff, but just show you here. You're gonna want to spray some like some chain lube on this chain here. You want to rotate it and spray it at the same time. You want to give this grease arc here a shot of grease until you see it pumping out here. I'm just gonna freshen it up. This friction disc here slides side to side on that rail. You're going to want to make sure that's lubed up, both sides, because this will slide when you change your gear. So, yeah, and you're going to want to check your scraper blade here. Focus. Your scraper blade all along here. Check that for any wear. Check your skid shoes for any unnormal wear, I should say, because they will wear. And they both are replaceable. Like I said, you just want to check, make sure everything's moving good in here. Grease up any little things you see, like all these little joints. Grease them up. Up in here, you're gonna want to shoot some grease in here. Shoot some in here. In here. Come on, fucking thing. Lube this up. Lube up any moving parts that you see. Lube up your chute. Spray a little lube in there. Like I said, I keep mine on top of mine pretty good, so it doesn't really need much. You know, everything's all pretty well lubed up already. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I got to cover here. You just want to check all your moving parts and everything like that. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's a quick overview on how to get your snowblower ready for winter. You also want to check your pull cord. Make sure there's no fraying going on. This one's good. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and stay tuned for more small engine repair videos. One more thing, guys. Check all your cables, too. This cable and this cable. This has a little play in it. You don't want too much play, and you don't want not enough play. You want just so when it's off, it's just tight, like this one. See, it's going out to its full extent. Can't go any further than that, but it's still tight. This one probably could use a little tightening, but we're just gonna leave it because it tightens up good enough. As you can see, you can't over tighten it, but if you do tighten it too much, the spring will give. So yeah, there's a spring in this one too, down there. But yeah, guys, that's that. Thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe.